To say things are going well for our Esbjerg team this season is somewhat of an understatement. We are still undefeated in the league as we head into the winter break. We've got one more league game to play before the winter break against Randers, but we have literally been battering absolutely everybody at the moment. Also, this little match here in the middle, I played a completely rotated side. After 6 minutes, Denson Barnabas scored. Yes, it was a cup game. Yes, he's only got 5 finishing, but he scored a goal and got an assist on his debut. So you can see the results there, the big ones that we're going to call out, beating Cluj 3-1 in the Europa Conference League. We've just come off the back of a 5-1 victory against OB Adense as well, which is Maya Barisic, Lund Jensen, and Carlos with the goal. Carlos Colorado with the goals in that one. So yes, this is the league table. Currently sat top of it, 3 points clear of Copenhagen. We are almost halfway through the season. I think we probably are about halfway through the season, aren't we? And we are currently undefeated. So, I mean, I don't want to say it out loud, but I'm going to say it out loud. We're on course for an undefeated season and going and winning the title. So I'll probably edit this bit in at the end of the last episode of this season as we lose to Copenhagen and eventually don't win the title. For the Europa Conference League, it is fairly similar to what is going on in the Superliga as well. We are currently sat 3rd place in the table, 3 wins out of 3, 9 points on the board. I don't know what our points target should be. We can probably find out. Last season, 13 looked like it was good enough. 11 was good enough the season before that. 12. So we're looking for about 13 points to go up in the top 6. Or top 8, sorry. So that's what we're after. Right now, obviously, we're definitely on course to do that. 2 wins, and we're going to be playing 3 Europa League or Europa Conference League matches in this episode. 2 wins should be enough to see us through. And just before we get to the first match of the Europa Conference League up against Real Sociedad, we've been offered a new contract. I mean, yes, sure, I would love a new contract. Okay, we haven't been offered it, but we're going to be offered it, probably when I click continue. Or maybe we won't. Instead, we're going to play Real Sociedad away from home for this one. Look at all of those lines. Look at all of those lines. We are starting to build a team that plays well together, which is absolutely magnificent. It is going to be Hindrich in goal, Mossen, Junior and Duca, Lund Jensen and Pelamati in defence. Hjulmund, it is Hjulmund. I will get that wrong every time. Hjulmund, Colorado and Babu in midfield. Maya, Pete and Barisic leading the lines for this one. We are looking like a good team. If you're asking me, and you're watching my video, so I assume maybe you might be asking me, I think we're looking like a good team this season. Then again, we've looked like a good team for the past few years and won nothing. So Sociedad are one of the better teams that we get to play in our Europa Conference League. We've got a free kick. Why is Junior and Duca taking it? If he curls it in the top corner, I'm not going to complain. Why is Junior and Duca taking our free kicks? I swear I keep changing this to make sure the right people are taking free kicks and corners and things like that. And then they just get wiped out, and I don't know why. It is Real Sociedad with the ball. Castillo with it, down the line to Angelino. Is he going to lose out to Mossen? He does. And now Mateo Maya can go for a run over the halfway line towards Barisic. Manages to get the ball back through a slide tackle. Babu, Maya once again. If he scores, he should have scored. I say should have. If he scored, that would have been a superb goal from Mateo Maya. Quite an individual attempt as well. Pete's gone over to take this corner towards Lund Jensen at the front post. He's hit the bar and Show clears it off the line. Babu's going to hopefully keep this alive. He does. And Altube, could be his name, saves, giving away another corner. I need to tweak my corners. I've worked out what I'm doing wrong with the near post technique, so I need to make sure that I tweak my corners. I'll do it now. So the biggest problem is I don't have anybody coming short, and that's what we need. I don't know who should be coming short, but we'll bring a right back up. Sure, I don't know. Wait, is that the right person? I think it should be him. Should it be him? Or should we do that? I think we need to do it. I mean, we don't have a... My corner... what's going on with my corner takers? I feel like I've messed this up. I feel like I've ruined this by just playing around with stuff. I don't want Junior and Duca taking our corners. They recommend Gelabert and Carniero taking it from the left-hand side. Neither of which are on the pitch. So that's a good start. So I don't know who's third. Why is Junior and Duca so good at corners? Right, let's make Colorado take them on the on the left-hand side. On the opposite side, I guess it has to be Pete, doesn't it? Or Pelamati. I mean, he's rubbish at them as well. He's just left-footed. That's why I've put him there. So the left-hand side should be fine because Pete's going to go over, drag the player over. Not a problem. The right-hand side should be fine because Pete's there. We've got Maya there. I think we're good. I think we've all worked this out. Is it going to happen? Are we ever going to see... If it doesn't work, I've just spent 10 minutes of my life doing that. Lund Jensen with a free kick. 22.5 minutes on the clock. Pelamati collects it down that left-hand side. Goes for a little run. Keeps going. Crosses in early. Barisic is there. Hits the bar. It hasn't been saved. It's not going to be a corner, so we're not going to see it. Instead, we've got another chance. Whipped in early cross. Mossen, it's cleared by Castillo. Lund Jensen towards Mossen again. Doesn't quite get there. Mikkel Damsgaard is there. Hjulmand collects though. Pete to Meyer. Plays it on the ground. Barisic is there. Blasts it into the back of the net. Was he onside? I don't think he was. The ball's in the back of the net, but it won't count. I mean, he was miles off. He was absolutely miles offside, mate. So far in this match, we are doing way better than I thought we would. Against Real Sociedad, I thought they were going to be one of the harder teams in our little European adventure. But so far, we are on par, if not playing better than them at the moment. It can obviously all change. Pelamati's ball forward. Nistor Babiu, ball over the top towards Colorado, who's very far up the pitch. Why is Colorado all the way up there? Damsgaard with a corner for Sociedad. Hindrich comes out, claims it, so the Romanian has it. What are we going to do? Options in front and also off towards the right-hand side possibility, or the left towards Pete. He's controlled it well. Plays it back. Pelamati down the line. Bit of space to run into. Cuts across on the ground, and it is Jean Carlos Colorado. It's probably Jean because he's from Colombia, not Jean. He's not French. That goal may well be enough to secure us knockout football in the Europa Conference League. Obviously, still plenty of time to play. We're not even at half-time in this one. Meyer collects it for us. I mean, what is going on with Colorado? He's way up the pitch. Pete's got that somehow. And we don't manage to get our shot away. Lund Jensen prevents the attack. Colorado seems like he's playing as a striker at the moment. I'm not sure what's going on with him, but he's suddenly decided he wants to be slightly more attacking than normal. Lund Jensen, Pete's got it now on the left. Barisic's control is not the best. And now Sociedad coming forward. Angelino on the ground. Cho is in the middle. Tries to cross it. He does cross it. And Baron Texia could be his name. I feel like it's a common name to say. Like, people know how to say his name, and I just don't know how. Like Dominic Sosbel, whatever his name is, who's just signed for Liverpool. Not a clue how to say his name either. Well, 1-1 at half-time. We're looking good. We're actually looking very good. We should be arguably 2-1 to the good, because we've had the better chances. Straight into the second half, no changes for us. I'm wondering whether Colorado's playing a lot more attacking because of the formation that Sociedad are playing. There's loads of space for him to run into in that central midfield. So he's just having a lovely time. Corner for Colorado. Is it going to work? We've dragged away a player, which is the plan. Pete collects this. The corner obviously didn't work. It's fallen to Mateo Meyer. He heads over the bar from close range. Still 1-1. We've got an XG of 2.2. I know XG doesn't really mean a huge amount. It just means you've had some good shots. But I always read it as we should have scored 2.2 goals at this point. So, you know, I mean, that's not how it works, is it? It is Sociedad with it. Are we going to get anything off this? Babiu's nicked this. Hold on. Counter-attack time. Possibly. Good slide. We still keep hold of it, though. Colorado's not going to get it. It's fallen for Dele Alli. Lund Jensen intercepts the pass. Hjulmand all the way back to Otto Hindrich. I was going to say in goal. He was playing as a centre-back then, wasn't he? Meyer to Colorado. Very far up the pitch once again. Plays in Pelamati. It's fallen for Pete. It's fallen for Barisic. Barisic tucks that ball away. Is this one going to count? It looks like it is going to count. It looks like we have taken the lead once again. Colorado has been spectacular for us. He's playing as a Mazzala on attack, I think, is what he's doing, which is why he's very far up the pitch as well. But he's played ridiculously well. We've done no subs. We're on like the 75th minute and we've done no subs. Right, time to do some changes. Gelabert for Mateo Meyer is going to come on, and Duca is going to come off for... Should we do Luptak? Let's do Julius Luptak. Why not? Mossen as well for Samuel Larson, mainly because Mossen's starting to look pretty tired. I'm thinking we had Nduka, who wasn't doing very well, match rating-wise, like a 6.4. I think he's having lots of chances from corners, and they're all rubbish. So, maybe sticking Luptak there, maybe we'll get a goal from Luptak. Dele Alli through, ball to this fella's name again. Hindrich holds on to that one, not a very good chance. Luptak with a free kick over the top to nobody. Was there an injury? Was that just a free kick given to us because somebody was injured? I don't know, because it was a terrible free kick if it wasn't that. Lund Jensen's got there. Hindrich, big lump upfield. Colorado flicks that head on. Barisic is there. First time shot from Barisic. He's hit the underside of the bar. Bartol Barisic has been so unlucky in this. Colorado is amazing. Is it just me thinking Colorado's playing superbly well? Because he looks like he's playing ridiculous. Gelabert with a free kick, final 5 minutes. Lund Jensen at the back post. It's a good save, a bit of a television save from the keeper. That wasn't even the whole highlight, so something else is probably going to happen. I feel like it's going to be a goal. Angelino, intercepted by Colorado. He is everywhere. He is Roy effing Kent. He's all over the place. Babu to Barisic. Larsson's going to go for a run the right back. Down the line, please, is where we want to be going. Does play it down the line. It is Colorado. Crosses in. Barisic is there. Heads just over the bar. It's still 2-1. We should have had 3 goals in this. Is that just me? We've had so many good chances. We've just not taken them. It is going to end 2-2 as well, isn't it? You can just sense it. It's just one of those games. Costina's cross. It is taken the deflection. Hindrich holds the ball. We have an XG of 3 as we enter the final minute of normal time. Hindrich's big kick towards Gelabert, apparently. It said Colorado. It was nowhere near Colorado. It's still playing. Oh no, this is the goal, isn't it? It's not the goal. It's gone wide. Cho hits it wide. It is 2-1. 3 minutes of injury time. Barisic, I'm hoping that's a fake injury, mate. We're going to bring on Markovic. I'm also going to do Babu coming off for Carniero. I know, I keep saying about Carniero, I want to play him as a winger. I can't fit him in the team. With Gelabert, Pete and Maya, I just can't fit him in the team. We've got no time left to play, really. We've actually gone 95 minutes. It's a 2-1 victory. Jean Carlos Colorado was undoubtedly the superstar of that game. Passes galore, 4 key passes as well. Crosses. Pelamati did 12 crosses attempted and succeeded with 16%, which is what, 2 of those crosses? That's not good, mate. Maybe cross less. Still 16% more than what Mawson did. So Barisic's injury was kind of a fake one. It's not a real injury. I don't see that as a real injury. He just wanted to come off the pitch towards the end of the game. 4 games played, 4th in the Europa Conference League. It's looking like, at this point, we are going through to the first knockout round, which is good. We actually go to the round of 16, so the second knockout round, and we're only, I'm trying not to get my hopes up here, but we are, 6 games away, potentially, from a final. We've gone forward to the 2nd of December, and the Middle East is calling for Mateo Maya. Now, it's not the Saudi Arabian deal, because obviously I don't think the money's kind of there in this Football Manager, but there is money in, I think, Qatar is where that is. It is. Al Duhail Sports Club in Qatar have made a reasonable bid for Maya. Now, he does play, but what I'm thinking is if we can bump this up to, say, 5 million, you can give me some money as well in instalments, I don't care. After 50 league appearances, you probably do that. We're pushing 7 million. Let's bump it up to 7 and see what they say. They've said no, 5.5. Is 5.5 million enough money for 6 goals this season? Well, actually 19 goals in 25 competitions. 25 competitions, 25 competitive matches. Is that enough money? He's cost us nothing apart from wages. And on the right-hand side, we can play Carniero. Yeah, ignore the fact that you can't play there. This could be your opportunity to get Carniero game time. I think I'm going to do it. Also, I've signed a new contract and we beat Randers as well. Colorado scoring another goal. He is on fire at the moment. We're going to go forward a little bit further to, I think we're going to go to the Partizan game. We're going to skip Sarajevo because, let's face it, I think from the Europa Conference League, we are there now, aren't we? So we're going to play Partizan, which is going to be a harder game. Also, this episode, I feel like, is already about 20 minutes long. So let's skip forward a bit. So it's the last match before we go into our winter break and we return on the 2nd of February for some friendlies and then actually the 23rd of February for some actual league games. You will see in the top right-hand corner, we've beaten Bromby, we've beaten Sarajevo 4-0. We're currently top of the league. We are still undefeated in the league all season so far. We've beaten, where did we end? We watched that game, didn't we? We beat Randers 2-0, Maya and Colorado again on the score sheet. We beat Bromby 2-1 in the Cup. Barisic with a brace in this one. We then beat Sarajevo 4-0 in the Europa Conference League. Barisic with 2, Pete on the score sheet, and Colorado once again. I didn't realise this because of the way I record episodes. I didn't realise he'd scored 4 goals in a row. In 4 matches, he's scored a goal in every single match against Sonderjuska, Obi, Real Sociedad and Randers, and now obviously Sarajevo. He only played, 4 minutes against Bromby as a right-back. So, he's scoring goals for fun. And from a Europa Conference League perspective, we are currently sat second in the table. If Newcastle drop points and we pick up points, we will, in theory, be top of the table. But let's face it, Newcastle have got a positive 25 goal difference. They are unlikely to lose. They probably are far too good for this competition and just got unlucky in the qualifying rounds for maybe the Champions League. Nope, they just went straight through the Europa Conference League qualifying rounds. I mean, fair play, but they've got some ridiculous wins, like a 9-0 there, 4-0 against Donzelle, 7-1 against Forever, could be their name. So, yeah, I mean, Newcastle are good. So, with Matteo Maya gone, we have a hole on that right-hand side, and Carniero will be the man to be filling it. I was toying whether we play Carniero or Mamadou Gueye. Gueye is very good, but he's just come back from an injury. He's also playing fairly regularly for the B team, so his last 5 games, he's been superb. Not so good when it comes to first-team football. It's going to be Hindrich, Mossen, Junior, Lund Jensen, and Pelamati. It won't be, actually. We're going to drop Junior, and we're going to go for Luptak. I said to Luptak, I'll give you some first-team football. This match, in theory, doesn't mean anything, so Luptak can play in this one. Hjulmand, Colorado, and Babu in midfield. Carniero, Pete, and Barisic leading the lines. Carniero, I want to see a good performance. I'm not expecting a good performance. Partizan seems to be playing the same formation as Real Sociedad, which could be a good sign for Colorado, because he's going to have that space, in theory, to run into. We don't currently have a full subs bench either, because of injuries and fitness and various other things like that. So, yeah, if we do need to do some subs, that's all we've kind of... Seriously, Gene Carlos. You've been so good. You've been so good. And now you've picked up an injury. We're going to do Orlando, who, realistically, we could probably go back to calling Maya now, can't we? We're not going to, but we could. 17 minutes on the clock. Julius Luptak with it across. Lund Jensen forward to Babu. He's lost at Babu. What are you doing? Milanovic plays it backwards. Topic forward. Milanovic as well controls it. Tucks it past the goalkeeper. We are 1-0 down. Uros Milanovic with the goal for Partizan. Partizan do have something to play for, which makes sense. I don't think you're real. You are real. You're quite good. I don't... Do I want to sign you? I kind of do. We don't need another striker. I know I was looking at Partizan players last season to try and nick some of the decent youngsters, and they've got some good ones, but we are also not very good and not very exciting place to go to. The first half has flown by. Literally, one highlight for the entirety of the first half? Lund Jensen collects it. We've got 3 minutes to play. Pete now with the ball over the top, finds Carniero, controls it well, has to go backwards, does go backwards. Mossen on the ground, Hjulmand collects it, shot is straight into Orlando, I think, and now Partizan can do a bit of a counter-attack. Vlahovic to Milanovic, and he tucks it away for his second of the game. The counter-attack from Partizan there has just bitten us. Are we missing Colorado? I mean, it's probably too soon to really say, but not having Colorado playing... He's been so good for us recently. Orlando finds Barisic. Maybe Orlando can do that job. Maybe we need to think about who's playing in that Mazzala role. Maybe Orlando's not the one. Maybe Babu's the one. Barisic with a headed effort hits the top of the bar. Could have gone in at half-time at 2-1. Instead, it looks like it is going to be 2-0 to Partizan. We've not been particularly bad. They've just definitely taken their chances. Right, let's take a look then. As a Mazzala on attack... I don't really know what attributes you need. I mean, the fact that it's all the way down there shows me he doesn't necessarily have it. But then again, looking at Babu, I think he's probably in a very similar boat. Probably is, isn't he? I think it might be Hjulmand. I think we're just going to do that. That makes more sense. Maybe we're going to see a lot more of Hjulmand in this match. I mean, I've done a terrible team talk as well. I should probably try and fix this. That one, sure, disappointed. Stop it. I'm breaking everything. I don't know what's happened in this match, and particularly that halftime team talk, that was horrendous. But we are still in this fight at the moment. Lund Jensen to Babu, ball forward to Pete. Barisic collects it towards Hjulmand, can't quite get the ball through. And now Partizan losing out actually to Mossen, who's playing horrendously. Hjulmand collects it, goes for a long-range effort, wide of the post. Maybe this wasn't the day to play Luptak, Carniero. I mean, Luptak's on a 5.9. You're struggling. Your mistake led to the goal, did it? Okay, fair enough. We're going to do... I think we do Olisema coming on. Is he a big lad? He's 6'2". He can kind of header. We'll do Olisema. What else do we want to do? Barisic off for Markovic. We've got plenty of subs that we can do if we want to do them, and arguably we are going to do them. Pretty much all of our defence there, and that's all of our subs, isn't it? Is that all of our subs? It says 4 or 5, but we've definitely done 5 there. So we've done Markovic, we've done Orlando, Gercic, Olisema and Larson coming on. I mean, can we do another one? I'm just testing. This is not actually going to happen. No, that is all we can do. Gercic with a throw, 72nd minute. Pete's going the wrong way, but that's fine. Olisema with a ball. Lund Jensen to Orlando, on the ground. Gercic on the ground as well to Markovic. Tries to dink it over the keeper for some reason. He was offside, didn't even get it past the goalkeeper. That kind of sums up our day. We've got an XG of nearly 2. 20 shots, 7 on target, no goals to show for it. We've got 5 minutes left to play. It is Partizan coming forward. Babu on a yellow card there. I feel like he's going to get himself a second yellow. It is Stevanovic on the right-hand side for Partizan. Can we get ourselves back into this game? A consolation goal? No, we can't. It is 3-0. This result has definitely flattered Partizan. We've deserved more. We've just not taken our chances, and they have. I've just taken a brief glance at the Conference League table, and it was close. It was very close. I'm far from pleased with that result. We almost dropped out of the top 8. I don't think we could have mathematically, but we've dropped down from 3rd or 2nd to 7th. Partizan, who needed to win to get in, managed to get their win, obviously, but still was not good enough. But we are into the round of 16, I think. Colorado's out for 4 to 6 months. 4 to 6 months. I mean, it's dropped down to 4 to 5, but that's not good. I mean, obviously, we are now on to the winter break. So he's going to miss all of January, all of February, all of March, all of April, all of May. That's pretty much his season, isn't it? If we're lucky, we'll get him back in May. If we're lucky, we'll get Colorado back in May. That's not good. But looking at our fixtures then, because we're through to the round of 16, if we go to, can we do stages? Next stage. So, the knockout playoff round will take place when the draw will be on the 2nd of February, or 5th of February, sorry. And then the round of 16 draw will take place on the 22nd of February. It means next episode, we are probably going to come back just before that draw and play the 2 Europa Conference League games. I think that's what we're going to have to do. I'm not really paying attention to what's going on in the league, and for us, it's going quite well. So yeah, next episode we'll do the Europa Conference League stuff because it's more interesting. We've obviously got a January transfer window to deal with. Financially, we've got money in the bank, not in the transfer budget. This is a problem. This is definitely a problem. But arguably, do we need anything? Maybe we need a central midfielder to replace Colorado. Or maybe we register Scott Garcia and all of a sudden the young American can get some game time and he can replace Colorado. That is going to do it then for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back in February game time. January to deal with. Europa Conference League knockout games as well. Obviously still looking at the league, but we have qualified for the championship group, so we're not going to pay too much attention until we get to that point. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Stick your comments down in the comments section below about how I shouldn't have sold Mateo Maya, and I'll be back next time.